Hi everyone. It's such a great honor for me to bring you this priceless information. I see a lot of people from time to time asking me what is the best time for me to trade, what pair should I trade, and why. One thing you should know is that your trading session is actually one of the most important things you should know as a trader. If you can get that right, you have solved about 50% of your trading problem or challenges. All right. The first thing you should know is that there are 7 major sessions where price actually moves so well in the market, and you would be wasting a lot of time if you're trying to trade all the sessions, and then if you're trying to trade the wrong pair in the right session or the right pair in the wrong session. So it is very, very important to know what session are you going to focus on. So in this video, I would just mention randomly the 7 major sessions that are very important to forex traders, but I will go specifically to talk about the 3 sessions that you should focus on if you are really interested in becoming a profitable forex trader. The first session that opens is the New Zealand session, and this opens at about 10 p.m. Nigerian time, right? And then followed by an hour after that is the Australian session, which opens at 11 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, then the next session of importance that opens is the Tokyo, or also called the Asian session, right? That opens at about 1 a.m. in the middle of the night for if you are in Nigeria, right? Or if you're looking, at Nigerian time. I'm doing this video specifically to help a lot of Nigerians who are trying to trade and then trying to know what time and what pair to focus on. Those who are residing in Nigeria, right? Or those who can work with the time frame of Nigeria, as it were. Then the next session of importance is your Frankfurt session. This opens at about 7 a.m. Nigerian time. This is, Frankfurt, Germany. And then the next session of importance is your London session. That opens at 8 a.m. Nigerian time. Also depends on what time they are in London. Sometimes it's 8 a.m., sometimes it's 9 a.m. All right, so you need to always, look at the London time and know when there's a switch, between their time and hard time, for you to be able to take your trades, if you want to trade London session. Then lastly, with the most voluminous session where you have a lot of momentum for most pairs across board is your New York session. This opens at about 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, so if you are looking at trading these sessions, other than you wasting all your time trying to mark out charts, trying to know what to do, you don't need to spend 24 hours of your life around the clock trying to look at charts, trying to execute. There are times you are not going to be bothered about trading at all. Because why? You are a wise trader who knows what time it is, to go ahead and take your trades. This thing I can liken the understanding of these time zones and time, the importance of this time, to a farmer, right? Knowing what seed to plant at what time, either based on the rain supply or based on the humidity, the kind of temperature we'll be experiencing for a particular time frame. These 3 sessions that are important and that you need to just focus on. Ignore the Frankfurt, ignore your Sweden Australian session, ignore the New Zealand session. Keep your attention on these 3 sessions if you want to trade successfully. The first one is the Asian session, and if you're trading the Asian session, which is 1 a.m. in Nigerian time, you need to first understand what kind of person are you. Are you very nocturnal? Are you still at your best in the middle of the night? I don't trade that session because I'm a day person, so I try to trade the session that fits my personality very, very well. Okay, and if you're looking at trading at that period, some of the pairs you could consider your JPY crosses. That is, any pair that has to do with Japanese yen, actually moves a lot at that period. My recommendations would be GBP JPY, Euro JPY, then possibly AUD JPY, because the Australian session is open, which is at that time, and also it crosses along into the JPY, which is the Japanese yuan, the Tokyo session and all. So those 3 pairs would be what you should be looking at if you are interested in trading the Asian session. Now the London session, which is 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. depending on the time zone, right? You need to focus on your GBP crosses, your Great British pounds. Any cross around that would move very well. Also your Euro JPY still moves, your GBP JPY still moves. You could start looking at your USD JPY at that period, you know, just to add up to it. These are just recommendations. You are not restricted to them. You could do your own due diligence to actually look out for what pair, but you need to look out for a pair that is fast moving at a particular time. In the description box, I'm going to put a link for you to be able to look at this chart, you know, where I've properly written all of this, and also refer you to some materials that can help you further to understand this. I'm trying to keep this as short, simple, straight to the point as possible. Now, your New York session, which is the most voluminous session, you can start looking at all your USD crosses, you know, which are also referred to as your major pairs, right? Your AUD USD, USD JPY, Euro USD. You know, these pairs move quite a lot. It doesn't mean that other pairs are not going to be moving in any of the sessions, but you know, there are pairs that will move significantly well because of the momentum that is present at those particular sessions. All right, so you could still trade your GBP JPY, right, in your New York session. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be volatile, but you should understand that what momentum is actually going to go by what country, because all of these sessions actually, you know, is a real-time opening of financial markets in those particular countries. So you need to look out for those kind of pairs that would be moving quite well at those periods. All right, so you know, if you can be able to understand this, you would have solved about 50% of the challenges you have as a trader on trying to know what pair should I take and what time should I take the pair. Do subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Toby Kalejai. Do the same on Twitter, you know, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. I promise to continually bring you a lot of vital information from time to time. Also, if you check on my channel, you're going to see a video on market structure. This is going to be able to help you to understand, you know, what to do in an uptrend, what to do in a downtrend, and what to do when the market is actually consolidating. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye.